Hello guys, WaspBrain 420 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can host a UHC in any world with just 2 button presses. Version 2 of my UHCBrain. It's pretty cool, and you've got a load of options. There's an optional Spectator mode, optional Deathmatch, and there's a world border which can be set to 3 different sizes. I've added a ton of new features in my second version. The real nice thing about this is that you don't have to type in any of the commands to get your UHC to work. This UHCBrain is stored within a structure file, which itself is stored within a .mc add-on, which I've provided the link for in the description of this video, so you can install it to any world. And for those extra lazy people, or just people who want to test it out, see the commands, or just have one game of UHC, I've provided a .mc world for you to install with everything all ready and good to go. This is where the video retention rate drops off, so if you're just going to download the world and leave it here, please leave a like on the video. I've spent so long on this. After you've downloaded the .mc add-on from the description of this video, just double click that file and Minecraft will automatically open it. It will start the import, and there you go, successfully imported WaspBrain UHC. And then if you've already got the V1 edition, it'll fail to import the resources, but if not, it will succeed. So then click play, create a new world, call it something like UHC. If you've got a good seed for UHC, put the seed in. If you're hosting on a potato or a server, turn that down. You want to turn use experimental gameplay on, activate cheats on, and if you want the spectator mode to have the ability to fly, then we'll have to use education edition. This can be a little laggy on realms, but it shouldn't be too laggy as there's not commands running every tick, and I've really tried to mitigate the lag as much as possible. So we'll be creating that. Come to behavior packs. Activate WaspBrain's UHCBrain version 2, and then it should also activate under the resources. Then you can go ahead and hit create. Now when we spawn in, we're going to have to type in a couple of commands, and these are the only commands we'll be typing in, so don't worry. /game mode to go into creative mode. I mean, it would help if I spell that right, but jump into the air, teleport yourself to 0180 /tp0180, and then /set block 0180 structure block, and then hit enter, and then a structure block will be placed. Great, this looks like a decent seed, to be honest. Go inside the structure block, change it to load mode, type in UHC, all capitals, and then a lowercase brain, hit enter, and then the box should change shape. Hit load. There we go. It's loaded into your world, but the chat is getting spammed, and that's because I guess it's because this is a beta feature, and everything saves about the command blocks other than the condition. All of the command blocks on the top layer are for the timing circuit, so all of the chain command blocks, the green ones, will have to be turned back to conditional. So and then delete this redstone block, and we'll also need to do these ones. There we go. Once they're all turned back to conditional, the spam in the chat will stop, and all that's left to do for the host is to press this button to run a few commands. There's also an operations manual here. I definitely would recommend reading the book. And then you would pick your options. Spectator mode, will turn that on, deathmatch mode on, and then for the world border is not a physical world border. Basically it teleports you back to 511 if you go to 512, and then so on and so forth if you go beyond 512, I should say. So yeah, we'll use this small border. At this point, all the setup is complete. It's all done. If you're a server owner or a realm owner, you'd probably want to upload the world to your realm now. Just an FYI, any player that was in the world when this button was pressed has been tagged host, and they're important for the timing circuit. So if you are the host, you kind of need to stay in the game until it's finished. You can't leave if you die. What I like to do at this point is just to jump on top of the spawn box, and basically anyone who joins the world will spawn in here, and then you would just let people know to join the world now. It's like ready for them to join, and when they've all joined, you fly down here and hit this button to start it. And everyone, including the host, will be put into the game. So we'll just hit that now. And we got TP'd straight to the floor. That usually doesn't happen, but there's evidence of it there, right? Oh, spawn next to a lava lake. That can kind of be used. Oh, 2, 3. Wow. I don't know if that counts as 2 or 3 or not. I'm not sure. That's definitely 3 lava lakes. This is a crazy seed. So yeah, you would just play UHC. And you get titles every 5 minutes, just keeping everyone like in the loop about what's happening. If I change the game rule command block output, we'll be able to see the commands that are actually running. See, the timer commands are running, and like later on other things happen. And if any players had died, spectator mode would happen. So what I'll do is actually just demonstrate what happens at certain points during the UHC. So if I set that just as it's about to tick on to half an hour. I mean, they've become unsynced now, but that should be fine. So PvP gets turned on, and everyone gets healed for a second. You might see it in the top corner. Oh, another great feature of this, which I failed to mention, is the fact that the alive players are displayed on the HUD at all times, so you can monitor how many people are left. If we set the time to just before it turns to an hour, so that's 7-1, let's say something like that. Meet up now, head towards 080 or hunt with a locator map, because maps have also been allowed now if they were like banned. In case someone's hiding in the nether or something like that, you know, you've got to have maps on towards the end. Otherwise you can elect deathmatch mode, and that's pretty brutal. It just kind of teleports everyone, at 75 minutes it teleports everyone into a room. Basically it creates the box when the timer's on 89,000, so we'll just have to run that so it creates the box. There, all those blocks got filled there, if you see. And at 90,000, that's when it teleports all the players and starts running the commands to start the deathmatch. So there we go, deathmatch starting, and we got TP'd. There's barrier blocks and glass, and we got TP'd. Everyone gets teleported randomly around, and that is pretty much it, except for the spectator mode. To go into spectator mode, unfortunately, we must die. So I'll just go, since I've got no friends, I'll just go /kill, and we'll get teleported in the box, and then we get teleported here, and spectator mode is given to us. We go invisible. We can't hit players or be detected by them. Can't break blocks or anything because we're in adventure mode with the Mayfly ability. That's why we need educational. But there is one thing, we can break plants and crops. So I guess that's pretty, it's kind of bad, but I mean, there's nothing you can do until Java adds spectator mode. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are now able to host your own UHCs and that actually run well, because I've spent a lot of time bug testing this and a lot of time developing this. So I'd like to thank all the bug testers, all the people who've played my UHCs. If anyone would like to join the UHCs, I like kind of host UHCs every now and again, there's a Discord link in the YouTube descriptions as well. I know I said that I would explain the commands from my last UHCBrain video, but I wanted to implement a few ideas that I had, and now that I've successfully done it, I feel like it would be a good time to actually delve deeper into the commands. So I do plan on releasing another video talking about the commands that I've used and letting you know how basically you can customize it to a certain extent. So yeah guys, my UHCBrain V2, link in the description. I hope you enjoy it. Please let us know any feedback, like things you think can be improved, any suggestions for new things. So yeah, see you in the comments guys. Bye, love you.